like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave me a comment. Without further ado,
hey kids, it's Hyperdellic, right? Because that's Stratos' voice from 2000X. What's going on, guys? So today we're taking a look at He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Stratos, Winged Warrior, from the cartoon collection. I am super excited for him. I didn't have Stratos as a kid, and I didn't get him in Origins. I played clearance roulette with him, and clearance chicken, I don't know, whichever one you want to. I think clearance chicken is maybe a little less gross sounding. but either way, I didn't get him in Origins. My guy Manic Plastic, Manic Plastic Toy Shop, you can find him on Instagram. He did find me in Origins Stratos, but by then they had announced this one. And I told him, I was like, bro, I gotta go for that cartoon one instead. Because most of the Origins figures I have kind of been replacing with cartoon collection figures in my bigger diorama. I'm gonna be building something as far as all that goes in the future. So keep watching for some of my customs when it comes to doing my Castle Grayskull Snake Mountain diorama thing. It's gonna be cool. At least in my head, it looks cool. But let's look at this cool guy, Stratos. I mean, I've said it a few times. Any on-card collector is going to be super happy, except for like mine came a little kind of warped. Usually, I got it through Big Bad Toy Store. Usually, I don't get stuff like that from Big Bad Toy Store. Usually, everything comes perfect. I will say this much: I've had this for a little while and just haven't opened them yet. So I very well could have done this. If I recall correctly, I got it out of the box like this. But I'm gonna say maybe I did do it. I'm not gonna blame it on Big Bad Toy Store. But here's all the other figs you can get. I got them. We got them. We showed them. If you haven't seen these three, go back, look through my videos. They're there. All right. Modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe animated series. That's it. Reign of the Monster. Haven't watched that one yet. I mean, I'm sure I did when I was a kid, but I haven't gone back and checked them out. I'm going to be doing that a lot this year. Includes the Staff of Avion, which is actually pretty dope that he finally comes with the Staff of Avion. Although it's not the one with the egg. So, hey, whatever. But without further ado, let's tear into it. Bam! Look at this dude. All right, I'm smitten. I'm super happy with this Stratos. Like I never had a Stratos. I'm kind of glad that I have this one. I really do like the cartoon collection box. I think it is a major improvement on the MOTU figure line. Except for those dang legs. I hate that X thing. That's the only thing I would do without in this whole series. The legs kind of irk me, but hey, I mean, there's only one thing that drives me nuts, and that's rare. So ask my kid. So what does he come with? Comes with the comic, Perilous Power. It's Merman with his curl. I mean, I'm not gonna read it all for you. I'm just gonna show some pretty comic pages real quick. Love the mini comics. I want to do a series with the mini comics where I do the voices. I started to do one. I plan to try to do more, but I'm still working on learning OBS better. Once I am confident that I know what the heck I'm doing in OBS, don't worry, you guys are going to be sick of my content. It's going to be content all over the place. What does Stratos come with as his weapon? It is the Staff of Avion. Now, I remember this one from the cartoon, but I kind of like the egg-looking green thing better. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. As a collector of toys, you have to be prepared to understand that you are a fickle child adult. You're a fickle kidult, okay? And you don't necessarily feel the same way about everything as everyone else. And you gotta remember that that's okay. I'm showing you this figure so that you can see what you might like out of it, what you might not like out of it. You can hear what I don't like out of it, and that's cool. And you can even agree with me, or, you know, like, hey, comment down below if you disagree with me. That's okay. I'm not looking for a debate or nothing. I'm just saying, like, let me hear your opinions. Okay? I get some people commenting. I'd like to see more, you know? the thing that I like the best about this Stratos is, one, these things aren't going to flop off, right? They are nicely secured. I love the jetpack. The jetpack is great. And that he's not like... I like the simplicity of these. I know that some people have complained about that, but I kind of like it. It's more cartoony. It has more of a pop, right? I have Masterverse figures, and I love their realism, but I love this for what it is. Now, I think we should take a closer look at it. Let's do that now. I'm never going to get tired of doing Sean Connery's voice. Sean Connery was the best Bond ever. Opinions! Anyways, I don't know, actually, I kind of like Roger Moore too. I don't know. They're all great. This guy is awesome. There is, if you can see, there's a little bit of mispaint and like some overspray and stuff like that. But honestly, to the eyes, it's almost unseeable on my camera because the camera's good. It's picking up all of that. But these are wonderful. Like, this was one of the first figures that I was like, at first I was like, I don't need He-Man. I don't need Skeletor. Although Skeletor's kind of cool. But then when I saw this one, I was like, oh, I gotta have it. So yeah, that's Stratos. I mean, Stratos is not my favorite character or figure or anything, but I mean, it was like one of those, like, I didn't have it, and it drove me nuts. I have him in Masterverse. Yeah, I think that's the only version of him that I actually have, is the Masterverse version. So now I have two Stratos. Strati, maybe. But he is all of the standard articulation. Boots pop off, knee joint, hip joint, dealy. Waist comes apart when I'm not weak. Bam. Right? That's good. Tight fit. Head will pop off. Arms come off. Right? Standard MOTU stuff. All good stuff. Elbow joint. Everything rotates 360 because they're all on pins and rockers. It's great. I love the articulation. The only thing that would make these better is if there was like a ab crunch, or, I mean, I don't really like ab crunches, but on these size figures, an ab crunch would make more sense. Or some sort of a diaphragm. That's the only thing I honestly think would make these figures better. They're so good. Stratos, what do you think? You want to do a little photo shoot for me?
Yes, I'll definitely do a photo shoot.
Yeah, let's do that. Right? It's Stratos. All right. I don't know, man. I love these cartoon collection figures. It's making me go back and watch all the cartoons. And honestly, the Filmation series, it's not as bad as it gets a rep for. In fact, honestly, I think the writing for it was pretty decent for the time. It's not a serial, okay? It is episodic completely. But, it was great. Stratos was one of my favorites. He was in a lot of it in the beginning, and then the comics he was in it early on, and then he just kind of petered out near the end. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think that's one of the biggest problems with MOTU is that they just didn't do enough service to the mainline characters. They'd let them evaporate, basically disappear. So kids would just forget about certain aspects that really probably would have kept the lore going. And, I mean, I don't know, who am I kidding? We all aged out of it at some point. There's not too many toy lines that have continued on after, its core group of kids grew up. G.I. Joe has transcended a lot of different boundaries. I will give G.I. Joe that credit. MOTU has done it to a certain degree. Things like Nintendo and Pokemon have done it as well, but there's a little help there from the video games, right? It's not just a toy line, it's a toy line based on video games. MOTU was toy line based on nothing and everything all at the same time. Right? And it was such a crazy mismatch, big mix up of everything that, like, the fact that we all gravitated to it was like, oh duh. Like, everybody found something they liked in MOTU. Even eventually, the girls, when Princess of Power started coming out, and I'm not dismissing all those ladies out there who were into MOTU from the very beginning. I know ladies like Toy Sorceress and Allison Troy, Toy Princess. Those folks were always into MOTU, or at least I want to say Toy Sorceress has stated in some of the videos that she was into it when she was a kid. If I'm incorrect, I apologize. But I'm just saying, like, there was something for everybody in MOTU. You wanted barbarian stuff, you got barbarian stuff. You wanted space stuff, you got space stuff. You wanted weird mutants and crazy animals and monsters, you got that. Like, it was the awesomest thing at the time. And honestly, I don't think anybody's come close to meeting what Masters of the Universe did originally. Stratos was always a major part in all of that early, like, He-Man stuff. Kids loved Stratos. I mean, I loved Stratos. I just never got him. I thought he was one of my favorite characters when I was a kid. I thought it was so cool that he could fly. I always wanted to fly. Then I, got into my 20s and actually did, but never left the ground. Long story. We're not going to talk about that and keep this evergreen. But
Come here, Stratos. Yes. What do you want?
I want you. I want you to tell everyone what to do.
Right, over here. Turn on notifications and subscribe to Hyperdellic's channel.
All right, cool, good job. What else should they do?
Well, down here, like the video.
Should they hit the thumbs down button?
No, don't touch it. It's bad for your health.
It'll give you the rickets. Not even really 100% sure what rickets are. My one friend keeps saying she thinks her kid has rickets. He doesn't. He's just fun. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out this review. Stratos, thank you for being here.
No problem. I didn't have a choice.
Well, sorry, buddy. I mean, I didn't make you out of plastic. I just bought you.
That's slavery.
Sorry. Listen, you can be free like a bird whenever you want to be. When I'm not looking, you can be like Andy's Toys and just go do whatever they want to do. All right? I'll even write Andy's Toys on your foot, okay?
Don't write nothing on my foot.
He's going to turn into a cranky Highlander. Oh, yeah. Hey, kids, don't forget, hit my Patreon page. All of the links are down below. Also, I make all of this music with a website called Suno. If you sign up through my link down below on Suno, I get a bunch of credits so that I can make even more music for my videos. So, if you want to help me, sign up for Suno. It's not going to cost you anything. You can sign up for a free account, and then if you do it using my link, I get credit for it, and I get a bunch of coinage for the for the site. That is a really good, cheap way to support my dumb crud. The other way is giving me money. You can do that too. I mean, I'm not trying to dissuade you from giving me money. Action figures cost a lot. Especially nowadays. Petroleum products are ridiculous. Alright, kids. Again, thank you for coming. I love y'all. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope the rest of your day is great. And, hey, remember, if it's not, you should play. Play hard. Play often. Thank you guys. See you later. Peace out.